Hey kids, today we're going to do an experiment. What you're going to need for this experiment are 3 plastic cups. It's better if it's clear, but these are okay. Next, you're going to need a tablespoon of salt and a tablespoon of sugar. You will also need some water. So what you're going to do first is label the cups. Fresh water for fresh water, and salt for salt, and sugar for sugar. The next thing you want to do is put in about 1/4 cup of water into each cup. Okay, now that you put the water in the cups, the next thing you want to do is put your salt in your salt. Fill it right up to the brim, nice and even. Go. And salt and salt. Next is the sugar. Same thing we do with the salt. Okay. Now that the salt's in the salt and the sugar's in the sugar, you're gonna want to take your spoon, any old spoon will do, and stir them up. Now make sure you stir all the way until the salt is fully dissolved or can't dissolve anymore. Okay, now that that's done, the next thing you want to do is you're going to place the cups into the freezer. Now which one do you think is going to freeze first? Which one do you think is going to freeze the hardest? So you place the cups gently in the freezer. There. Once that's done, you're going to want to leave them in there all night. Wake up in the morning and we'll see what's right and what's wrong. So it's been 12 hours since we put the cups in the freezer. Let's see what happens. First, we have the fresh water. As you can see, solid, very hard, can't even scrape anything off the top. The next thing we have is the sugar water. Sugar water, still pretty solid, but you can scrape things off the top a little less hard than the fresh water. Next is the salt. The salt water is very slushy, but there is still ice crystals formed in it. Now when water molecules freeze, they line up in a pattern. When you add sugar or salt into the water, it disrupts the formation of this pattern. This makes it take longer for the liquid to freeze, or it can disrupt how hard it freezes when it does freeze. So, we had predictions right,